Hey guys, so we have previously done a little bit of work with releasing and opening up into the shoulders and into the chest. So a little bit more stretching and flexibility orientated. Whereas today we are going to be working at building up a little bit of strength and mobility into the shoulders. So we're going to make a start in our tabletop position today. Not the most normal place that we start, but all of the same principles apply. So just allow yourself to drop down through your hands, through your knees, through the tops of the feet, through all points of contact with the earth. You can let the eyes close for a few rounds of breath as you just simply drop into this place. Drop into your breath. Feel that energy from the earth allowing you to ground, inviting presence into the body. And then whenever you are ready, allow the eyes to flutter open. Keep pressing down firmly through both hands. Start by working through a few rounds of your cat-cow here. So inhaling to open up through the chest, lift the gaze, send the tailbone high. And as you exhale, let the tailbone drop, belly button draws back to the chest. Belly button draws back to the spine, chin draws back to your chest. Good, take a couple more like this. Inhaling to ripple forwards. And exhaling to dome and to round. Good, last one. Amazing. And then come back to find stillness. We're going to isolate the focus into the shoulder blades now. So instead of working with the belly, with the tailbone, and with the head and the neck, we're simply just going to allow the chest to drop down towards the earth. So you'll feel this squeeze the shoulder blades together. The inside edges of the shoulder blades will draw towards each other. And then as you exhale, press through your hands and reverse the movement. So imagine the shoulder blades gliding away from each other. The head, the neck, the belly, the tailbone, they have all stayed exactly the same. Inhaling, let the chest drop, squeeze the shoulder blades together. So this is retraction of the shoulder blades. And as you exhale, press through your hands. Really try and allow those shoulder blades to glide away from each other, creating as much space across the top of the back. Going to do two more like this. So inhale, the chest sinks. We keep the arms straight. This is all happening in the upper back and the shoulders. And then exhale, press through the hands, dome across the top of the back. Last one. If you're doing this correctly, it will not be long before you start to feel a lot of heat all the way around the shoulder blades. I'm certainly feeling it. Good. Come back to find your neutral spine. Press down firmly through your left hand. As you inhale, reach your right arm up to the sky. On your exhale, we're going to start threading that right arm underneath the left, but don't connect with the earth. So stretch the right fingertips as far out to the left as you can. Bend through your left elbow, activate those triceps. And then as you inhale, press down through the left hand, unthread the right arm, reaching the fingertips up towards the sky. Two more like this. Exhaling to thread right arm underneath left, bend through the left elbow, ear and arm hover just above the mat. Inhaling to press down through the left hand, reach the right arm up. Last one. Good, working with the breath. Inhaling to unravel, open through the chest. And exhale, let the right hand float back down to the earth, moving straight onto the other side. Inhale, left arm extends up towards the sky. Exhale, thread left arm underneath the right, just letting the arm and the ear hover above the mat. Big bend through that right elbow, make the right arm work. Inhale, press down through the right hand, extend the left arm up. Exhaling, thread left arm underneath the right. Good. Inhale to unravel, reach the left arm up. Last one. Beautiful. Inhale, reach the left arm all the way up to the sky. And then exhale. Allow the left hand to drop down to the mat, coming to find your tabletop once again. Work through one more cat-cow here, inhaling to lift and open through the chest. Let the belly button drop. opening up through the heart, and exhale. Reverse that movement, create as much length down the back body as you can. Good job. Come back to find neutral, tuck all 10 toes under. Now from here, we're going to just hover the knees up off the mat by a couple of centimeters. Pause here, feel that switch on the core. And then from here, start to extend through the legs, press through the hands, and drive your hips up high into your downward facing dog. You can keep a little bend through the knees here, it's not a problem. On your next inhale, re-bend through the knees, let them drop down towards the earth, hovering above the mat by a couple of inches once again. Good. Big inhale here. Exhale. Press through the hands, drive the shoulders back, lift the hips, downward facing dog. We've got 2 more like this. Inhaling, re-bend through the knees. Try not to let them drop all the way down to the mat. We're switching on the core and we're starting to mobilize those shoulders. Good. Press the hips all the way up and back, downward facing dog. Last one. Big bend through the knees. Let them drop down towards the earth. Hovering here. Keep pressing down firmly through the hands. Think protraction of those shoulder blades. And then drive the hips all the way up and back, downward facing dog. We're here to stay this time for a few rounds of breath. So just take any movements that you need to, pedaling out through the feet. Find length along the spine. Try and press down firmly through all points of the palm of your hand. So especially the thumb and the index finger. Don't just sit into the outside edges of your hand. Drink that energy up from the earth, lifting up and out of your shoulder joints, and transfer the energy all the way along the spine and out through your hips. Good. Come back to find stillness. Drive down through your left foot as you inhale, reach your right leg up to the sky, 3-legged dog. On your exhale, start to draw your right knee towards your right elbow, stacking shoulders on top of your wrists. Flex the right foot and then step the right foot to the outside of your right hand. Back knee stays lifted if you can, but if this feels like it's too much, by all means drop that back knee down. It's not a problem at all. Press down firmly through your left hand as you inhale, reach the right arm up to the sky. On your exhale, release the right hand behind the back of your head, so bending through that right elbow, and then slowly start to rotate so that you can tap your right elbow to your left. Inhale to open the chest back up, lifting the right elbow up. Exhale, tap the elbows, take your time. Inhale to lift, so the rest of the body stays quiet. We're just finding this movement and rotation through the thoracic section of the spine. Exhale, elbow to elbow. Inhale to lift. Last one. Good job. Lift that right elbow up. Reach the right arm all the way up to the sky. Pause for a breath here. And then as you exhale, right hand floats back down to the mat on the inside of the right foot. Press down firmly through both hands. See if you can float that right foot up, squeezing your right knee in towards the right upper arm, and then extend your right foot out to meet the left, coming into your high plank. Now from here, we're going to let the heels drop down to the right hand side. Press down firmly through your right hand. Reach the left arm up to the sky, side plank. Lift those hips as much as you can. And on your next exhale, left hand reconnects with the earth. Spiral round on the balls of both feet, and then let the heels drop down to your left hand side. Inhale, right arm reaches up to the sky, side plank. Good job. Press down firmly through that left hand. Exhale, right hand reconnects with the earth, working into your high plank, and then ripple the hips up high, downward facing dog. Breathe here. Reconnect with the breath. And then pressing down firmly through your right foot, take a big inhale to sweep the left leg up to the sky. On your next exhale, draw your left knee to your left elbow, stacking shoulders on top of wrists. Flex your left foot and then step it to the outside of your left hand. Right hand stays connected with the mat this time as you inhale, reach your left arm up to the sky, coming into this twist. Take a bend through your left elbow, left hand drops down behind the back of your head. Pause for a moment here. Try and draw that left elbow up towards the sky. And then as you exhale, rotating through the chest, letting that left elbow tap the right. Inhale to lift the left elbow back up, opening through the chest. Good. Exhale, elbow to elbow. Inhale to lift. Good. We've got 2 more. Work with your breath. Take your time. Slow the movements down. What does that feel like in your spine and in your shoulders? Last one. Beautiful. Lift the left elbow back up. Then re-extend the arm. Pausing here for a moment. On your next exhale, left hand reconnects with the earth to the inside of your left foot. Press down firmly through both hands. See if you can squeeze your left knee in towards your left upper arm and lift your left foot. Then step the left foot back to meet the right. Once again, let the heels drop down to the left-hand side. Press down firmly through the left hand and reach your right arm up, coming into this side plank. You should feel the muscles in your side waist really working hard to support yourself here. And then exhale, right hand reconnects with the mat. We go all the way up and over with the heels to the right-hand side. Left arm reaches up. Push down firmly through your right hand. Try not to sink into the right shoulder joint. One more breath. And then exhale. Left hand reconnects with the mat. Find your high plank and then press those hips up high. Downward facing dog. Beautiful job, guys. Pause for a couple of rounds of breath here. Take any movement that you would like to within your body. If you need to drop down into a child's pose, that's not a problem at all. And then come back to find stillness. We're going to walk the hands back towards the feet. Take your time, really press down firmly through both hands. Take a softness through your knees here, so much so that your belly can connect with your thighs. And then reach the hands out behind you, interlace them into a fist. Draw that fist down towards the glutes and then allow yourself to come deeper into your fold, sending the fist up towards the top of the mat. Relax through your head, try to relax through your shoulders. Keep as much of a bend through your knees as you need to here and breathe. If you want to take a little bit of movement, maybe a gentle rock from side to side. Last 2 big breaths here. On your next exhale, take a bend through the elbows so that you can release the bind of the hands and let them float back down to the earth. Inhale, bring your hands to your shins, press the chest forwards, lift up slightly through the spine, flat back. Exhale to forward fold, plant both hands down, walk them forwards, coming back to find your high plank. Option to lower the knees here, or if you can keep them lifted, bring a slight wider stance in between your feet just to help you with your balance. Press down through the right hand, see if you can tap your right shoulder with your left hand. Release the left hand back down to the mat. Squeeze those glutes as you tap left shoulder with right hand. 2 more on each side. You've got this. Try and keep those hips as still as you can. Take your time. Last one each side. So good for strengthening those shoulders and the core. Release both hands back down to the mat. Press the hips all the way up and back. 1 more downward facing dog. Good job. Pause for a couple of moments here. And then take your gaze up to the front of the mat. Come up onto tiptoes, bend through the knees. And as you exhale, step all the way through to seated. So allow your sit bones to connect with the earth. Uncross the ankles, place the soles of the feet down onto the mat. Bring your hands behind you. Have a little play with the position of your hand. You might want the fingertips facing away from the heels. You might want the fingertips pointing towards the heels, whatever feels right for you. Really push down firmly through those hands. Lift up and out through your chest, out of the shoulders. Squeeze those glutes and then start to lift your hips up. Keep pressing down evenly through both feet. Press down evenly through both hands. Really try and lift the hips and the chest as much as you can. You can either keep the gaze up towards the ceiling or you can let the head hang back, whatever feels right for you. 3 more breaths here. I know it's strong on the shoulders. See if you can connect with your breath. And then if your head is hanging back, bring the chin back towards your chest. We're going to lower the hips back down, but just let them hover above the mat. And then start to rock your hips forwards and backwards. So bending through the knees even more deeply. And then slightly straightening the legs to push the hips back. You should feel this working into the wrists and into the shoulders. And then the next time that your hips drop down towards your heels, allow the hips to completely connect with the earth. Roll the shoulders back, push the chest up towards the sky. Keep trying to press down firmly through the heel of your hand. Gaze once again can lift up towards the ceiling, or maybe you want to let the head hang back, whatever feels right for you. On your next exhale, release the chin back down towards your chest. Take a bend through the elbows and slowly, slowly come all the way down onto your backs. Now from here, we're going to roll onto the right-hand side. Interlace the hands behind your head. Take a bend through your knees. Keep your right elbow connected with the earth. And then as you inhale, we're going to start lifting the left elbow up towards the sky. Allow the head to roll with it and see how far you can let that left elbow hang back, opening up into the chest. On your next inhale, let the left elbow come all the way back up towards the sky and then drop down towards the right. 2 more like this. Lift the left elbow up. Let the head be heavy in your hands as your chest rolls open, really finding this beautiful rotation through the thoracic section of the spine. Last one. With each time, you should start to feel that section of the spine and the shoulders start to release. Good job. Rolling all the way back down onto your back. Pausing in the middle, draw the knees up towards your chest. Take a little rock from side to side. And then allow the feet to float back down to the earth, this time rolling onto the left-hand side. Once again, interlacing the hands behind the back of your head, taking a bend through both knees, stacking the feet and the knees one on top of the other. And then this time, keeping that left elbow where it is, start to lift the right elbow up, allowing the head to remain heavy in your hands as the right elbow reaches towards the right-hand side. Use an inhale to draw the right elbow all the way back up and down towards the left. Good. 2 more like this. Notice whether there is a side that feels more open and less resistance. It's quite easy to tell. It'll just depend on how much you can let that elbow hang back. Last one. Inhaling to lift the right elbow all the way up and over. And then exhale to close. Good job, guys. Rolling back down onto your backs. Hug those knees up in towards your chest. Again, maybe a little rock from side to side. Just releasing the lower back. It can also have a really beautiful effect all the way up the spine. And then placing your hands behind the back of your thighs. We're going to start rocking up and down the spine. If this doesn't feel so good, then just simply roll to one side and make your way to a comfortable seat. Keep your chin tucked towards your chest and roll forwards and backwards as many times as you would like. And then when you're ready to come up, cross the ankles. Press down firmly through both sit bones. Allow your hands to connect with your knees. Let the eyes come down to a close. We're going to shrug the shoulders up towards the ears, squeezing them as high as you can, holding here for 3, for 2, for 1, and then release. Let the shoulders drop down. We're going to do this 2 more times. Inhaling, lift the shoulders up towards your ears. Holding here for 3, really squeeze, for 2, how high can you lift, for 1, and let them drop. Really allow them to fully drop and release. 1 more like this, squeeze the shoulders up towards your ears, holding here for 3. Can you go a little bit higher, for 2, make those muscles work, for 1, and release. Feel the weight of the shoulders dropping down. Allow yourself to slip into this place of stillness so that you can just connect with what you're experiencing right now. Observe the breath, observe the sensations. Whenever you're ready, bring your hands to heart center, resting the thumbs lightly on your sternum. Bow your head. Thank yourself, most importantly, for stepping foot on your mat today. And thank you so, so much for tuning in and moving with me. Have a wonderful rest of your day, and I look forward to seeing you all again very soon. Namaste. Thank you so much, guys. I hope you enjoyed this class. I hope that the shoulders and the thoracic section of the spine are not only feeling a little bit stronger, but hopefully also more mobile as well. This will allow you to breathe more efficiently. It will allow you to perform any sporting activities to a really high level, especially if you keep coming back to classes like this and doing these little drills. Any questions or feedback, as always, just give me a shout, and I look forward to seeing you all again very soon. Thank you so much.